Hello everyone, today I find myself in the beautiful city of Bentonville, Arkansas. Today I brought out with me the Canon R7 and the 18-150. We're gonna do some street photography here today. We'll see what we find. There's usually something interesting going on here, so that is why I decided to take this camera out today, because I want to try it out with this lens here. This is the lens that usually comes with the Canon R7 as a kit, and that is how I got my hands on it. I just purchased this camera and they sent me this lens with it, so why not? Let's try it out, see what we can find. I'm not gonna get too much into the specs of this lens in this video. This video is gonna be mostly to show you its performance, but I know that due to the zoom range, this could be a good travel lens for anyone out there who would like something compact and that doesn't take a lot of space in their bags. So we're gonna go down this way for now. We're gonna see what we find down this way. All right, I think this is gonna be our first photo of the day with the Canon R7 and the Canon Rf 18-150. I'm going to be shooting this lens right now at 18mm, ISO 100 and aperture 3.5. This is a new parking lot that they just built here. If you don't already know, Bentonville is the town where Walmart was started. So Walmart invests a lot of money here in this little town, and they always got projects going on. I like the city because it's very colorful and the people here are super nice. I like the zoom range on this lens, to be honest with you. I'm debating right now whether to keep it or to sell it, but I don't know, maybe this test is gonna change my mind here today. Let's take a picture of this mural here. We're gonna leave this car here in the center of the frame. This right here, we're walking towards the town square. A lot of people like to come here to hang out in the afternoons. They fill it up during this time of the year with Christmas lights. And for those of you who don't know, Bentonville is also known as the mountain biking capital of the world. Oh, there's a bike. Let's take a picture of it. I don't know if I have my camera frame good enough. Right now I'm recording with DJI Osmo Action first generation. Actually, let's go down this way. Honestly, here on camera, this lens looks very sharp. We're gonna see how the actual photos look once I upload them to the computer. But so far, it is working perfectly as expected, to be honest, because this lens is specifically designed for the RF mount. Let's take a wide-angle photo of this church right here. I'm gonna have to take it on portrait mode. And then we're gonna zoom in all the way to the top. I like how that picture came out. I see someone working over there, top of that building. Let's see if we can get close to him with this zoom. Shooting right now at 1/160, aperture 6.3, ISO 100. I think we're gonna have to cross the street and it's blocked over there. Check out these bikes right here. Wow, seems like they're on sale too. $6,000 to $4,000. Maybe I'll buy one with the revenue that I make from this video. Shooting it at the full 150mm right now. I'm still a little shy when it comes to street photography. That's why I don't try to get a lot of people. I don't want any confrontations. Maybe I'll get better with time. And once I get my boxing skills up there at the Canelo level. There's a school bus that got my attention. walk down this way to my right. So this lens is a variable aperture lens, which means that as you zoom in, the lens goes from an aperture of 3.5 to an aperture of 6.3 at its full focal range. So it's not ideal to use in low light situations because you're gonna have to crank the ISO very high. But it is usable. If you gotta get the picture, you gotta get the picture. There's a crane over there. Oh, they lowered it. There's a lot of construction going on here right now. Like I said, there's a lot of investments going on because of Walmart. They throw in a lot of money at this little town, which is good, you know. It benefits the citizens. I see some workers way up there. Let's see how close we can get to them. Shooting right now at 1/2000 shutter speed, 250 ISO, 6.3 aperture. Bentonville is a very vibrant city, lots of diversity here. I think a lot of that is due to Walmart and other big corporations who have set their headquarters here. A lot of growth lately in the last couple of years. I don't live here in this town specifically, but I live very close. Check out those fishes. They have like a cool effect going on. Let's see if we can photograph them. I'm gonna try not to get my arm right in front of this camera here. See if we can get closer to them. Oh, I thought they were screens, but it's actually due to the wind that happens. This one here in front of me, it's a very new building. They just finished it, I think, in the summer of this year. I wanna try to take a picture of it from over here. It's very modern, never been inside, but it looks pretty cool from the outside, especially at night. Oh, some more workers over there. Another good opportunity to test the zoom range on the lens. So right now, shooting at 18 millimeters. I'm gonna zoom halfway to 70 millimeters. And now zooming all the way in to 150. Still shooting at 250 ISO, 1/800 shutter speed. And with a variable aperture, those pictures were taken at 3.5, 5.6, and 6.3. There's a pretty cool mural over there. Let's capture it. All right, walking back to downtown now. This back street here is kind of dead. Not a lot of activity. Actually, you know what? Since I'm already here and there's not a lot of people, and I don't want to be seen as like a crazy person over there in downtown where there's more people, we're gonna do a quick stabilization test on this camera. So the footage that you're gonna see here shortly is coming from the Canon R7 and this 18-150 Canon Rf lens. Unfortunately, I don't have an ND filter with me, so I'm gonna have to crank up the aperture so that I get a good exposed image. So the first test, I think we're gonna start it with all stabilization turned off, and we're just gonna do a walking video test. So the video you're gonna see right now comes from the Canon R7. Now we're gonna turn IS mode on and we're gonna turn digital IS off. So what I heard about this lens is that it is a stabilized lens, but the stabilization turns off when the camera's IS turns off. So if you're walking around expecting for the lens's IS to work while the camera's IS is off, it's not gonna happen because it seems like it automatically turns off along with the camera. So right now I turned the camera's IBIS on, and now the lens's IBIS should also be on. And this is how smooth the footage looks. I think it's getting a little bit too bright, so we're gonna have to crank up the aperture a little more. So that was with IBIS on the camera, but digital stabilization off. Now we're gonna turn digital stabilization on, and we're gonna keep IBIS on the camera as well. So that means that the lens is also stabilized right now. So this is just me walking normally. I'm not trying to do the ninja walk or anything like that. Just me walking like I normally walk. Lens is at full 18 millimeters, so it's as wide as it can go. And now for the last test, we're gonna keep IS on, and now digital IS is going to enhanced. So recording in 3, 2, 1. So that is with all stabilization modes on and digital IS on enhanced. See, I'm now panning to see how it looks. And that is it for the video stabilization test. Now let's go back to take a couple more photos here in downtown, and we're gonna wrap up this video. Wow, I didn't know that. Let's take a picture of it. There's another pretty cool sign over there. So as I was trying to tell you earlier, the courthouse is where you can see down that way. Let's take a picture. That's a pretty cool building. So let's take a photo of it. Shooting at 1/2000 ISO 250, apertures 5.6. Lots of little bike shops here, because again, it is considered to be the mountain biking capital of the world. And we also get lots of tourists here. They come here, do some mountain biking, explore the city, and they have a nice little vacation. This right here is the town's square. I don't know if you can tell there in the video, but it has been covered with Christmas lights. A lot of people come and hang out here in the afternoon. They get a nice cup of coffee from the truck, the Spark Cafe right there, and they just spend family time here. Let's take a picture of the Christmas tree at 18 millimeters. Oh, there's a bird. Let's see how close we can get to it. Ah, never mind, it flew away. It didn't want to get photographed. So I think that's gonna be all for today. Fortunately, not a lot of activity, which is expected. You know, today is Wednesday, middle of the day. A lot of people are at work. But I hope that you enjoyed this video so far. I hope you like the pictures. So far, I really like the quality of the lens. And like I said, I'm not gonna go really far into the specs or doing really complicated tests. You judge for yourself, and then you decide whether this lens is a lens that you will want to add to your lens arsenal, or if you want to save your money and buy something else. I know this lens right now online, depending on where you get it and if you get it used or new, but it goes from around I've seen it around 320 to like all the way to like 500. So it is not that cheap, you know. But again, if you want a lens to be able to go out there and take it with you when you travel, then this is not a bad option, in my opinion. I still have not decided what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know if I'm gonna end up selling it. And the only reason why I would sell it is because I already have other lenses that have wider apertures that cover this focal range. So we'll see what I end up doing. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give this video a like. And if you wanna let me know anything about this video, make sure to leave it in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.